Hey, Southern Illinois. I'm Justin. I grew up in Southern Illinois. I'm a professor at the University of Kentucky these days, but I still have deep roots there, including owning a home in Todd's Mill, just north of Pinckneyville. So I want to share a journey that I was on over the last 2 years that took me through a cancer journey. Had rectal cancer. I am cancer free right now, but I also wound up having part of my rectum removed. And so I continue to have challenges that causes. For any of you that might be watching that are considering a colonoscopy as this sort of colon cancer awareness time of year, I want to convey to you in the strongest terms to go and get it. Number one, if your family has a history of colon cancer, it is worth getting it checked out. If you cross that sort of barrier into your 40s, it is worth getting checked out. If you are having any digestive issues, it is worth getting checked out. The colonoscopy process is way more intimidating than it actually winds up being. Getting a colonoscopy, I've gotten a few now. You show up. Yeah, for me, I would like to do it first thing in the morning. Show up first thing in the morning. Wife hangs out in the car in the parking lot. The actual process from my standpoint, getting a colonoscopy, I'm asleep for the whole thing. So I say hi to the doctor. They give me a face mask, put some drugs in, and I fall asleep. And then I wake up really quickly, and I'm alert very quickly. A doctor stops by and lets me know how it's going. Colonoscopies are, theoretically a terrible thing. Practically, you don't even notice. And it's worth knowing the information that process has to offer because colon cancer is such a large part of our society. I've spent a lot of time thinking about where did I get cancer from. Grew up working on farms, hanging out with chemicals. Obviously, I participate in the American diet like most of you probably do. I have no idea where that cancer came from for me. There's no family history in my family of it. I just think that there's a variety of factors that all of us live with here in America that might have contributed to the risk. And there's enough risk given our diet as Americans that we should all have a bit of a heightened awareness to the risks around colon cancer. And so again, if you have a family history, if you're over 45 years old, if you have any hint of anything going on in your digestive system that might be a little bit messed up, go and get that colonoscopy. I actually waited longer than I should have. Luckily, I got it before it was too late to save my life, but I wound up finding that I had stage 3 rectal cancer. I was having problems for a couple of years before I got the colonoscopy and the diagnosis. Had I waited another couple of years, it would have been likely into stage 4, into my bloodstream, cancer moving throughout my body. And that story probably ends differently than my ability to say I'm cancer free right now. So timing of this does matter. And your openness to take that first step and get screened with a colonoscopy is you're starting the clock on getting control of the timing of anything that might be going on. Luckily for me, the story is ending really well. It was stage 3 cancer. It had gotten into some lymph nodes. I went through radiation over the course of a month or two, and then I went through 6 rounds of chemo, obviously had a very large surgery. Then I had another very large surgery to fix all the things that the first surgery caused. So yes, there's a lot of different things that went on, but all of it was contained. It was all taken out of my body, and as of this moment, there's no cancer left. So I feel incredibly blessed to have been on the other side of this thing, but all of that began because I was willing as a man to go and have this process, and I was willing to listen to my wife as a woman who's there. Let's just be honest, gentlemen. Usually our wives are much smarter about such things. So I think listening and being willing to go do something that was uncomfortable saved my life. It might save yours. Consider it.